the musical talent in this city, and we know there's some, but what about this group? Let's give them a hand. We're going to go ahead and get this started. Good morning, or I guess it's good afternoon by about 5 minutes to all of you. My name's George Plaster. I'm with 102.5 The Game, and I'm very excited to be here to help introduce our latest professional sport to Nashville, Tennessee, and that is our United Soccer League franchise. First up, I want to thank Congressman Jim Cooper for being here today. Thank you, Congressman. The thing I appreciate about Sean is that Sean not only wants the Predators to do well, as we all do, but Sean genuinely wants every sports franchise in this city to succeed. And that's a great thing. It's the kind of thing we need to grow what's going on here. Give you just this one, for instance. Sean, gracious enough to allow the use of the arena today for this press conference. So if all of you would help welcome New York Yankee fan, Sean Henry.
George, thanks so much. I am a Yankee fan, but I'm a bigger Pred fan, and now I'm a bigger soccer fan too. So thank you all for coming out today. But again, it's an exciting time for this city, and the reason it's so exciting is because of our leader. When you talk about mayors throughout the country, there are different types of mayors. Some drive a city forward, others just ride the coattails of what's been happening. Mayor Barry is one that's driving the city forward through such good times. We would not have the success we have today without Megan Barry. And without her leadership, this announcement today would not have happened. So thanks for being here, and most importantly, Megan Barry, thank you for what you've done, and I'll see you at the first game.
Thank you, Sean. It is great to be here with all of you today. Another shout out to Congressman Cooper, who is with us, as well as Council Member Nancy Van Rees, Council Member Larry Hager, Council Member Colby Sledge. And it's great to be marched in by such a rowdy group of fans. You know, this is really a great day for Nashville because we are a sports city, and we love soccer because it's a beautiful game, because it rewards teamwork, skill, and endurance. And it's also an international sport. For many people in the South, it's the other football. But for most of the people in the world, it's the only football. We are so excited to welcome you here to our city, and we are thrilled to be joining the USL family. You know, last week I took the first putt out at the new miniature golf course at the baseball game, at the Sounds game, but I can tell you what I'm not planning on doing. I'm not going to take that first penalty kick. So I will be there, however, in the stands for the first game, watching and enjoying this level of support here in Nashville for soccer. Thank you so much.
Before the mayor leaves, I'd like to give her a little gift here on behalf of the USL to recognize the 7th, and let's be honest, the best mayor in Tennessee, in Nashville here.
Oh,
here we go.
In Nashville.
Thank you. It's always been a lifelong dream to be on stage in Nashville, so this is going to be a good day for me. And I believe Garth Brooks is in the other room, so that's pretty good company we're keeping here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here on this historic and exciting day as we bring a new sports franchise here to the great city of Nashville. It's my pleasure on behalf of our CEO, Alec Papadakis, and all of the clubs across the United States and Canada as we welcome you into the USL family. You can certainly feel the passion and the excitement here to have a professional soccer team of your own. Your future support of this club is going to be critical to the success of this team. I'd also like to recognize the Tennessee Youth Soccer Association, who are with us here today, and recognize the tremendous work they've done and continue to do to build a foundation of this sport across the state. Finally, let me welcome all the passionate supporters that are here. Like any sports league, they're the lifeblood of our league. And so I'd like to give a special shout out to the roadies. They deserve a huge amount of credit for supporting the game in this community for many, many years. And they're going to be a huge part of the success of this club going forward. So thank you for being here, and thank you for bringing all the soundtrack with you. In less than 2 years' time, your team is going to be competing in one of the largest, fastest growing and most competitive professional soccer leagues of its kind in the world. Your team's going to be competing to raise that magnificent trophy over there. If you haven't seen it, go see it, get your photo taken next to it. This year, 29 clubs in 19 states and 3 Canadian provinces, with almost 1,000 professional players from 74 different countries, are all competing to lift that 2016 USL Cup. By the end of this season, 2 million fans will have come through the turnstiles to support their clubs and to experience USL matches. We've seen sold-out stadiums across the country, attendance records broken continually throughout this season. Most recently last month with FC Cincinnati drawing over 23,000 fans for a regular season home game. Our domestic and global audience for our live broadcasts continue to grow through our partnership with ESPN and their family of networks, and through our digital-first strategy, where we're providing engaging and accessible digital content to a growing fan base. But our growth certainly would not be possible without the hard work and the commitment of all the owners of our teams across the country. We're extremely proud we have a world-class collection of owners. They continue to invest in their teams, in youth development programs, and most critically, in stadium infrastructure. Over half of our league now compete in soccer-specific stadiums. And over the last 12 months alone, our ownership collective have invested over $100 million into stadium infrastructure. And we're now well on our way to achieving the league's goal of having all of our teams playing in soccer-specific stadiums. But as we grow this league, we do so on the back of 3 key tenets, and that is expanding into exciting dynamic markets, bringing on top-class ownership groups, and investing into the quality stadium infrastructure in those markets. And so why Nashville? Nashville here is the 36th largest market in the United States, 29th largest television market, 4th largest city in the Southeast. Tremendous corporate support, more than a dozen Fortune 1000 companies here. Many more companies headquartered here, and huge health organizations, major employers in this city as well. Nashville, we know, has a booming millennial population and an avid soccer fan base. A recent poll had Nashville #2 in the United States for millennial entrepreneurs. Tens of thousands of kids here playing in organized soccer, 24 institutions of higher education. Enormous turnout to support the US men's national and women's national teams when they've played here. Nashville also is a tremendously diverse city, diverse population. So I applaud Mayor Barry and her team, who continue to embrace that diversity and want to bring the different cultures together. I would say in our experience, nothing does that better than soccer. Soccer is truly the global game, and it brings these communities together. So in all that we know, Nashville is going to be a tremendous market for professional soccer and an absolute brilliant market for the USL. We're thrilled to be here. I would like to ask Dave, Chris, and Marcus to join me up here on stage so I can formally award them the franchise. Please. David, want to come over here? Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to award the franchise to Nashville and to DMD Soccer. Ladies and gentlemen, please give me a round of applause here as I bring up David Dill.
Wow. Once again, to the elected officials that are here, Mayor Barry, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Jake, and the entire team at USL for bringing us to this place. It truly is an exciting day for soccer here in Nashville. It was important that the name of this club is Nashville FC from the very beginning. And it was important because of what many individuals in this room, and I see a lot of faces sitting up here on the front few rows, and up the escalator, the hours and hours that you volunteered your time and poured into a supporter-formed organization. There was absolutely no way professional soccer could come to Nashville without the name of the club being Nashville FC. So congratulations. That was one. Two, it was also important to us that the supporter group had an ownership stake in the team. And we're going to be able to accomplish that. And thank you for your support on bringing us to that place. And third, the ownership group, me personally, felt it was extremely important and a must-have to have a board member sitting at our board seat from the supporter group that's helping to guide each and every decision that we make, not when we start playing soccer, but even 20 months before we start playing soccer. So having a board seat and ownership, the name, the colors, and the logo were three must-haves that brought us to this point, and I can't tell you how excited I am to be here, and we're ready to get going with you. So congratulations. With that, I'm going to turn the microphone over to my partner, Marcus Whitney.
Hey. So I just want to first thank my family and certainly my wife for sharing me with the club for a little while so we could get this far. I would never want to bring an organization to this town that wasn't at the same level of class and community and collaboration that you all are, and the USL is a tremendous organization. These are great people. They have fans and the culture of soccer in mind in everything they do, and we could not be more proud or more honored to be a USL franchise. So this is your club. This is your town. This is your club. We can't do this without you. We won't be a success without you. There's going to be a lot of work that's going to happen over the next 2 years before we do field a team. But we hope that we can count on all of you to gather around us as the ownership group. We're going to need a lot of help. We're going to need a lot of help. This is the biggest haul I think any of the three of us have ever made personally. But we know that we're going to have all of you with us every step of the way, and that's very comforting to us. And we know we're going to make every effort to bring that cup home and make you proud. So with that, I'd like to call up my partner, Chris Redditch, to finish off the remarks.
And we do love you. I'm going to need you guys to cheer for some special people in a few minutes, okay? But first, I want to let you guys know, this is your team. And what's amazing, I moved down here about 8 years ago, and I didn't know anyone. And I was able to raise some money, and I want to thank my family, which in a lot of ways is the Provider Trust team that's standing out here. I'm like many Nashvillians. I'm one of the 82 that moved here. We probably weren't 82 a day back in 2008, but man, I love this town. This is my town. I grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I never thought in my life that I'd own a professional soccer team. And so being a part of this group, being a part of USL, and being a part of Nashville as a community, we are super excited about that.